So, you're talking about dating advice. Okay. This is my take on dating. In 2025, dating, generational dating. Okay. Um, Here's the thing, right? I think this is my number one rule, right? As a guy, if you know what you want out of life, do not settle. What does that mean? Do not settle. You may be portraying this nice guy role. Maybe thinking, hey, this is what I want out of life. This is how I want to perceive. This is what I want to achieve. Do not mistake what you are doing and who you are becoming at the lack of the wherewithal, the discernment, the wisdom that you use to move forward. Okay, what does this mean? If you go through the vetting process of saying, hey, let's say you want to get married, right? That's your goal. You're trying to get married, you're trying to find a wife. That's your vibe. You're dating. Okay. Let's say you ask a couple questions. You see that this person isn't the vibe, right? Do not continue I want to see where this goes. If you know, you know. You feel what I'm trying to say? I'm only speaking on this because it's not saying that like I have nothing against like I feel like at the end of the day you get to choose who you want to be with. I point blank period. You get to choose who you want to be with. People be like, oh, I don't have this model, I don't have this, that, and third. You get to choose, right? And with that being a choice, you also get to choose the life you want to live. You get to determine what you want to put out there in the world. That's point blank period. As a man, you have to be able to stand 10 toes on what you believe in and say, this is what I want out of this life, and this is what I'm going to get. And I'm not going to stop until I get it. So it's like, hey, if you know these are the qualities that you want out of the woman that you want to be with, write those things down. Be honest and say, I'm not stopping. I read a book and it's basically, I think it's called Good to Great. And one of the prime examples of how these companies turn from good to great, the number one thing that they were doing is that they did not stop at finding the people that fit that fit in the company. They found great assets, people, individuals that wanted to work, that loved their job, that came every single day to work. And they didn't stop. They said they weren't going to just say, hey, okay, we found the first interview and we were like, hey, this is who we were going to be with. They're like, no, we found the right people. And we didn't stop finding the right people. We interviewed, we hired, and we fired quick. This is the same thing with dating, right? You have to be able to say, okay, interview, this. Did it match? No? All right, bow. As much as it sounds crazy, I think that's where we live in a day and age. Honestly, I do believe this, right? Now, you have some people that their only thing is sex. Mind you, we are living in whatever society we are living in. My advice to any guy that is out here, bro, I do not want you guys to mix this up. You are more valuable as a guy knowing that everything you ain't. It's kind of weird. I'm trying to say it. All right, fuck it. I don't care. You don't have to have sex with every girl you meet. Oh my gosh. This is the thing that, okay, I feel it. If you have money, do what you want to do. All money does is just heightens who you are. Point blank period. But I'm just saying, you don't necessarily have to be that 24/7. because at the ultimately it does something. Now, this is just my take, my personal opinion. Women are on the same shit the guys are on. And you gotta understand that if they're on the same shit and you decide to be on the same shit, you get into the same shit. That's just the reality of it. And that's just real. And I think I came to this conclusion. I came to the conclusion early, but I realized that what was happening. And you don't have to do that, because this is the game. This is the trope. This is what it is. The guy to do this, the X, Y, and Z. Yeah, cool. But that's not the trope, man. I feel like every guy gotta go through this. Where it's like eventually it's like if you wanna be a bachelor, go be a bachelor. There's nothing wrong being a bachelor. You're a guy at the end of the day. Like all the mental stuff, I'm just more in tuned and saying, yo, I don't even like locking in like that anymore. Like, there's no reason. If I know I'm not gonna be with this person for so long, there's no reason. We might as well just be friends. And I don't even know if women and men can be friends. That's just how I'm at. So it's just kind of just like, know the boundaries, know the lines, right? But this is my POV. It was just food for thought. I was thinking about this earlier. I was just like, yo, sometimes you just gotta be wise about your decisions and just be more understanding on where you're trying to go.